Hello everyone, I'm Basalia14 and here's another list of 10 underrated mods for both Fabric and Forge. As usual, I'll be announcing my favorite mod at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around until the end. Alright, that's it, enjoy the video. Alright, so the first mod that we have is Dungeons Contents. This mod adds new biomes, plants, mobs, and even bosses into the game. From the mods page, it says that it contains new structures as well, but I can't seem to be able to locate any of them. With that being said, this mod is still in development, which means a lot of stuff are still incomplete. But I've gotta say, this is the most extensive Dungeons mod I've ever seen. The mod developer pretty much added all the stuff from the Minecraft Dungeons game into normal Minecraft. The thing that I like most about this mod is how amazing the textures are. Each mob, decorative block, and items have exquisite details that feels like they belong in vanilla Minecraft. Besides that, some bosses even have custom animations which adds to the details of this mod. Overall, I have really high hopes for this mod, and please show your support to the mod developer because I would really like to see this mod being completed. The next mod, Advanced Compass, is a rather simple mod compared to the last one, but it's a nice one nonetheless. Basically, it adds a new RPG-styled compass into your GUI. The compass simply shows you the mobs, players, and waypoints on the top of your screen. You can set up a waypoint by pressing the button N. The cool thing about this mod is that it supports modded entities as well. Overall, it's an amazingly simple mod that does its job in a stylish manner, so be sure to check it out. After that, we have Lethal Peaceful. This mod adds a new variation of passive mobs that are extremely deadly and hostile towards the player. These creatures spawn normally in caves and at night, but you can also manually transform a passive mobs by throwing a lethal potion to them. Vice versa, you can throw a milk potion to lethal mobs to turn them into cute and harmless beings again. The potion brewing procedure is listed on the mod page, so I won't be going over that today. Different mobs have different animations, weapons, and attacking patterns, and although it's kind of a goofy mod, it is really well executed, and I think it deserves a lot more attention. The next mod on the list is not exactly an underrated mod, and I do apologize for that, but it is recently updated to 1.16 and is one of my favorite mods from 1.12, so I'm including it anyway. The mod is called Illager Plus, and it basically adds in new variations of Illagers, such as the Black Iron Golem, which is as strong as an Iron Golem, or the Enchanter, who beats his drum to enhance his comrades, or the Furanto, who steals potion effects from the player. This mod also adds in the Illager King, who is a tough mini-boss that guards his precious treasures with his axe and shield. This mod also adds in a couple Illager structures that ranges from small outposts to giant towers. So yeah, just in case you missed out on it before, here it is. Coming up next is Summoning Scepters. This mod adds in a few items that let you summon tiered mobs that will help you in your battles. To summon a creature, you will need a tomb on your left hand and a scepter on your right. The tombs have different crafting recipes that usually involves a mob's head. Currently, you can summon zombies, skeletons, strays, wither skeletons, and horses. Summoning a mob will inflict damage and debuffs on yourself, so make sure to equip some armor and get enough health before you do so. Different summoning staff will give different tiers of mobs, with the obsidian staff being the highest tiered. Overall, it's a really well thought out mod that is both balanced and rewarding at the same time. Alright, after that we have Player X. This mod changes the GUI of the game while adding a new attribute system into the game. As you level up in the game, you will gain skill points that can be accessed through inventory. You can use it to upgrade these 5 attributes that will increase your survivability in the long run. This mod can also serve as an API for other mod developers to depend on. I personally love the GUI and I think it pairs really great with the Advanced Compass mod mentioned before. Next up, we have Fox Handheld Cannon. This mod adds in a new weapon into the game that lets you rocket jump. The crafting recipe is quite expensive, but it makes sense. This item does not have any durability, which means you can use it infinitely. At the same time, you really need to get used to the mechanic in order to utilize this weapon. You can either use gunpowder or TNT as ammo. If you use TNT, you can shoot out the TNT while rocket jumping, which can be really useful if you're trying to fight off a horde of enemies. This mod is really fun to mess around with and is nicely balanced as well, so yeah, be sure to check it out. Coming up next is Apple Trees Revived. This mod adds in a new type of tree called apple trees. These trees look identical to normal trees, but apples would then go under the leaves of these trees. You can use bone meals to make these apples grow faster, and there's also a golden apple version of these trees, which is pretty overpowered in a way. But overall, I would say this is a really nice Vanilla Plus mod that would really go well with any mod pack. Onto the last 2 favorite mods, we have Elemental Creepers Refabricated. This mod simply adds in creepers that will have different effects when they blow up. For example, the fire creeper will spread fire around him, and air creeper will launch you into the air. Now I'm not gonna spoil the rest of them because I actually think it's quite fun to run into one of these things and see the effects of them. But yeah, if you want some extra excitement around your world, then this mod might be for you. Alright, so the last mod that we have is Totemic Overhaul. This mod completely overhauls totems in this game and makes them much more versatile and customizable. To get started with this mod, you will need a guidebook which can be crafted with a book and gold ingot. After that, you'll need a totem which can be either looted from evokers or crafted like so. With that, you can now choose a form for the totem, passive or active. Passive means that the totem will give you effects passively as long as you have it in your inventory. Active means that the effects will only be applied when it's triggered. So for this example, I'll be crafting a totem which explodes whenever I right click. So what I can do is to check the recipe and find the item required to craft a right click activated totem. After that, I can combine the totem with a TNT, which gives it the explosion effects, and there we have it, a totem that explodes on right click. However, if I use it in survival, it will break instantly, so if you want to be able to use it for multiple times, you have to upgrade it with a netherite in the smithing table. This will give totems a durability instead of being a one-time use item. You can also upgrade the level of the effects by putting more items representing the effects inside the totem. This is a really cool mod, and I'm really surprised to see that it got so few recognition. So yeah, that's the end. Which one was your favorite? Comment below, and if you have other mods that you like, you can also comment below. I'll be sure to take a look. For me, it's Dungeons content. I mean, I'm a little bit biased here because I really like the mobs from the Dungeons mod. But still, I think we can all agree that the mod developer really did a good job on the textures. And you know what? Based on the animations currently in this mod, I think there's a good chance that this mod will turn out to be really good. Anyway, if you can, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And on that note, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.